Hi, first and foremost I apologise for the quality of the video because it's literally like the most makeshift thing in the universe and it's probably literally going to be like shocking quality, but hey, let's work what we got, yeah? As you may or may not know, my name is Emily Clark and unfortunately this week I've been diagnosed with cancer. I have something called non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, the type of which has not been specified yet. However, it is cancer. It's going to mean I have chemo and lose all of this hair, starting off very quickly. Just to specify, I'm making this video on my first day in the Teenage Cancer Trust. This is my room, and it is the 21st of December 2013. To start off with, I'm just going to tell you a bit about what's happened in the past 2 weeks, catch you up to date, and then tell you about what's happened today and what's going to happen to me in the future. I have 2 large lumps in my abdomen area. I first noticed these not too long ago, around 3 to 4 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago yesterday I went to my GPs for the first time. They were both very concerned about my gynecological health and kind of believed, first they believed it was a bowel issue and gave me lots of laxatives, which as you can imagine from my perspective was very, very fun. And after that, they then believed it was a gynecological issue. I got admitted to the Royal Grant Hospital, the gynae ward, which was quite frankly horrible. It was like all these old women in their 90s, and it's just like, like literally gross. And there were some things you could hear nurses saying to patients in other beds, and I was just like, I'm 16 years old, I don't want to hear these things. And then I got transferred up to the adolescent ward. This was on a Tuesday, after having a private scan in St. Joseph's Hospital in Newport on the Monday. I then had another ultrasound scan on the Tuesday in the Royal Grant, followed by a CT scan of my abdomen area on the Wednesday. I then met with my consultant, Dr. Amin Abdulmajid, who was like the loveliest guy ever, and he referred me to have a biopsy in a week's time. This was last Wednesday for me. By the way, right now it's Saturday. This biopsy was kind of horrible. It's like local anaesthetic, and then basically like you can just feel like a guy, like some doctor pulling at your insides, taking some samples, and it's all a bit weird really, especially for a girl like me who's never ever ever been to the GPs before. Like all my siblings are usually ill. They have like, one of them has type 1 diabetes, one of them has asthma, and the other one plays football far too much, so he always has like a sprained ankle or something. And I'm the big sister, and being ill doesn't happen to me, but hey ho, guess it does now. So kind of forgot where I was. Oh, biopsy. These biopsies normally take like 2 weeks to complete, especially as it's the week before Christmas, but they got it paged through for 2 days, and that takes me up to yesterday, when I kind of knew I had cancer. Like, you know, when you know all your nurses and like all your doctors know, and you just know, you just didn't know what type. I had some friends over, some of my dearest friends, and we got a phone call saying, this is what it is, it's non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, we don't know what type, and you're probably not going to hear from someone until the new year, which we were like, oh okay, can't be that bad then. We heard from someone within the hour, and having got the call at 12:30, we were down at the Heath Hospital by 2 o'clock. I then met with my consultant, a lovely lady, but I really actually can't remember her surname, Dr. Claire, we'll call her, and loads of gorgeous nurses. I don't remember Jenny, but no one else. And I got shown around the Teenage Cancer Trust at the Heath Hospital in Cardiff, which is like, everyone is so nice. And I managed to go home last night, just for the night, and I came back here this morning. That takes me up to the today, where I am so far. Now, to kind of determine what type of lymphoma I have, had some tests today. When I first got here, I had blood drawn out of this artery in my arm. I don't know if you managed to see that. Never mind. And then I had a bone marrow sample taken. Now, those of you, probably 99% of the population who have not had bone marrow taken, it's worse than a biopsy. It's like weird. It's like weird. Basically, like, they stick you on gas and air, so you proper space out, and they like put you on local anaesthetic and all this, and the guy just like starts hacking in one of your bones. And I genuinely thought I was having like this really bad adverse side effect to the local anaesthetic, because like I could feel my legs shaking, and that's actually where he was like trying to hack his needle into my hip bone. But like, never mind, you know. I got so spaced out, like gas and air, proper, just like proper trippy. And the ceiling is like, well, you can see in my room, the wall is like kind of like tree-ish. And upstairs in the treatment room, the sky, like the ceiling, has a sky on it. Which obviously when you're like high on gas and air, this is like literally messing you up so much. So yeah, basically that happened. After that, I went and had another CT scan, this time of my chest area, to check there weren't any tumours in my chest. Haven't had the response from that yet, but what was quite nice is the porter who took me down was actually the father of a girl in my school, so we had like a real good chat to him. And I just kind of came up, I was hooked onto fluids, which you can see below there, my lovely fluids, and then if you have a look at my hand, look at this, they probably bandaged me up so I don't rip it out in the middle of the night and think I've been axe murdered. So yeah, that basically takes me up to where I am now. I mean, my mum's gone home. She went home about 7:30. I'm sat here, Harry Potter's on the telly. I don't know if you could see that, and I'm here. And I really don't know how I managed to get through doing this video without crying, but I have, and it's so much to take in. Like, I know it's going to change my life. I'm having chemo for at least 4 months. And I'm hoping that within 6 I'll be okay again. I'm in the middle of doing my first year of AS in school. And I'm probably going to have to reset the year. Like, my aim is to do AS biology this year, but the likelihood is I'm not going to be able to, and I'm going to lose a year. Which for me is a total nightmare because I love school. I'm like literally a total nerd. You know, in the future I want to do medical research, and like school is so important to me, and it's just horrible. I just think coming to terms with this is something that's going to take a long time. And I think with every needle they stick in, it's going to hit home a little bit more. I'm a bit I've got my paracetamol, and I've got my saline solution going in nice and strong, so this is going to be enough for day one of treatment, with 4 months left to go. And I can't promise you guys a video every day, and this also probably won't have been posted on the 21st of December, it's probably like the 3rd of January by now or something, but bear with, guys, yeah? Sorry. I hope you come on this journey with me, and we'll see it through. And if you don't want to come with me, you know, too scared, you can't deal with that, see you on the other side. See you when you come out of it. And I've got short cropped hair. I might dye it pink. I might not. I don't know. I mean, like, look at this. This is all going to be gone. And quite frankly, there's a very good chance I'm going to end up looking like an Argos alien. But, hey ho. At least I won't be blue. Right, I'm Emily Clark. This is an overview. I'm Emily Clark, I'm 16 years old, and I'm currently sat in Cardiff. I'm Welsh, and I have cancer, and I hope I haven't been too blasé about all this. Just love you guys, stay safe.